In my search for the meaning of life, I've come up with 7 key areas of learning that I think will really lead to a happy and successful life. Sure, you can be successful, but if you're not happy, what's the point? Thanks for tuning in today. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Almost all of you watch this and not subscribe. So if you hit that, that would really make a difference for me. So what do I really want to talk about today? There are a lot of things that we learn. We go through school, we learn different things, and we come out of school and we tend to feel lost. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I didn't get taught how to do my tax return in school. Why didn't I get taught that? Well, of course, you're not going to get taught all these specific things that you need to do in your life. You're going to get taught how to deal with these things and use your own critical thinking to figure them out. So from this point, let's get into it. The first thing, and we've already all gone through this thing, is foundational learning. Everybody needs a bit of this to get through life. Reading, writing, and basic mathematics. You kind of can't do any job really without at least 2 out of 3 of these things. Most of them you need 3. Now, this is actually what we get taught in school, and that's a reason why we don't get taught those really super specific things that I was talking about before. If you learn how to do these 3 things and learn how to apply them while you're at school, well, you can apply them to anything, including doing your taxes. The second thing, which is really important, and I've banged on about this for a little while now, is your physical health. Eating, sleeping, and of course, exercise. Now, you can be the most successful person in the world and you can be whoever you want to be, but without health, what have you got? Take Steve Jobs, for example. He had everything. Company he built up, money, he had everything he ever wanted. But his health was not exactly what he wanted, was it? Now, I know that's a bit of a different example. Some things we can't control, but you can definitely sleep better, you can definitely exercise more, and you probably don't need to drink 10 cans of Coke a day. Number 3, professional. Now, most of us will actually get some sort of professional education. Some of this comes out of a university degree, or if you go to TAFE, for example, here in Australia, which is more of a trade school, you'll get to learn some you'll go through some professional development. The second sort of part from that comes from when you actually join the workforce. You learn how to act as a professional, what it means to work in a professional environment, and all of those things. This is about where most people kind of stop. And the reason is that you can get through life if you have your foundational education, your physical education, and your professional education. You can get through just about everything with these 3. How successful and how happy you'll be is determined by the next few. Number 4 is your emotional education. So this is things like understanding how you feel, understanding your own feelings, understanding other people's feelings, and how to work together with people that are dealing certain things. Some people might be having a crap day. You've got to be able to recognize that and work with them. You also have to understand that you yourself are going to have off days too, and that you're going to need time to do whatever you need to do to get through those things. Number 5, relational. Now, this is really important. This is what really determines if you're going to be the person who sits at that base level, sort of not really progressing throughout their career, to taking those steps up that, generally the corporate ladder, or if you're someone like me, up the entrepreneurial ladder. You have to understand how to relate to people, how to invoke some trust, how to have people trust you, and how to influence people. Influencing people is kind of a very tricky dance that you have to play, because in almost every workplace, what you are trying to achieve is important for you and for your team. But you have to get people on the same page as you, and you have to have people believe in your vision in order to succeed in whatever project you're looking at. Number 6, financial. How many of you are watching this and have a savings account and one other account? Probably most of you. Most people don't don't give a shit about their finances, which is really interesting to me because I've sort of been very much aware of my money and what it does and what to do with it. Most people don't spend too much time on this. First of all, you need to sort of get an idea of how money works, how things happen once it goes into your bank and what have you. Then you've got to learn how you can make your money work for you. That could mean investing. That could mean attaining another source of passive income. That could be multiplying your sources of income in order to multiply your money. Understanding how cash flow works, assets, and what wealth really is. And the last one is philosophical education. And I think this is probably the most important aspect for happiness. It's what you really believe to be true, what you really believe to be important overall in life. And the way I think of it is, what do you want people to remember you as? If I'm lucky enough, I'm going to live another 40, 50, maybe 60 years. What do I want people to think back on and say, you know what, Dean hit the nail on the head with this. That was the key to happiness. These are the 7 things that I think, ironically from reading about what I need to read about, these are the 7 areas that I think that at least I'm going to focus on, trying to fill in the gaps where I feel like I don't have as much education or as much of a grasp of these concepts, and try and build up this nice, solid base of who I am. Take a note of each of these things and really think about how much you've even thought about these things, and then maybe spend a little bit of time every week just sort of reading through. Buy a book. Get an audio book for free if you sign up on Amazon with a free trial. Just listen to it while you're doing other stuff. I don't ever want to be the type of person to say, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm here to talk about what I think is true and what I think might be able to help you in the future. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.